So, welcome to my early July garden 2024. Anna, my daughter, has very kindly offered to film so that
Did she offer though?
she was bullied into it, but yeah.
Happy to be here.
Of course you are. So anyway, I will just show you some of my plants. So this would have been in it last year in July, and funny enough, I'm wearing the same outfit. I realised as well.
Oh, you actually are.
Apart from the shirt.
That's true.
So this pink rose, which is doing really, really good. Lots of flowers just on one branch, which is fab. The cosmos that I've sown from seed, just waiting on some flowers here. And then amaranthus. I don't know how much sun that's going to be able to get because there's a cafe dahlia there, some forget-me-nots, and I think that's honesty, which I can't see that flowering now, but I quite like the big leaves. And a wee sunflower, just random.
Oh.
Some gladiolas in here as well. Again, I was just sort of experimenting this year to see if I could plant things with other things and if they'll be successful or fail, so the jury's out on that. Rebecca, this is fantastic. It gets so many buds, like you can just see them all, and if you keep deadheading them you get more. And also, this was so big this year, so I've ended up dividing it, and I've probably got another 1, 2, 3, about another 4 or 5 plants from that. And more honesty again, I think.
Is that the blue one?
No, oh no, sorry, this wee blue one, that's Nigella, which is Love in a Mist, grown from seed as well. And cornflowers, which they're really slow this year because we've had so much rain and not much sunshine at all. So I'm hoping we've had a nice sunny day today, so hopefully everything's needing a wee water though. So these spiky ones, that's Liatris spicata, probably had that for about 3 years now, and it turns like a purpley colour, which is really pretty. Again, I've managed to divide that, so I've got that one there. There's just one spike over here, but round there I think there's maybe 3 in one area and maybe a couple up there, so that was all off the one plant. Lupin,
I love that one.
I know, I've had to start cutting it though, so it doesn't just get seeds, because then it'll stop. I think it's just about ready to be done now though. That one though, I bought that for about, I think it was £2.50, and it was just about dead. Cut off all the dead bits, there's maybe like 2 leaves, and soaked it for hours and had to cut all the roots, and that was the one that came back this year.
It's a lot of work though.
I know, but the one that I got from the garden centre is nowhere to be seen.
Oh.
And that one's just flourished, so.
There you go. Trust yourself.
And then that's a Rebecca there that came from that one over there. This one here. And that's got a few, got to try and stop them from going under here. And again, another wee Love in a Mist just hiding away. And the pansies are starting to look really good. That's a Supertunia.
The pink ones?
Yeah, Supertunia Vista Bubblegum.
They're my favourite.
I know. I'm hoping that because we're getting sunshine, they should explode. Like when you look at the ones in America, like the nice hot places, they're amazing. Sweet William, these, again, been growing these since last year, so they look like they're all ready to burst into flower. And all these little violas, they've just self-seeded themselves. I love that one. Look at the colour of that.
That is nice.
I think it's quite unusual. I mean, I love these ones as well because they're just beautiful.
But I feel like they're probably the most obvious ones to like, whereas those ones are different.
And I've tried to cut a couple of these ones and a couple of these, and I'm trying to dry them to maybe use them for my card making.
Nice. What are those ones, Mum? Sorry.
That's a Sweet William.
Oh,
so that's what they look like. But there's ones around there that are a completely different colour.
They're really pretty.
Yeah.
I like
and
those a lot.
More gladiolas. There's no sign of flowers yet. And this is the Bleeding Hearts. it's kind of done now for the season, I think. It'll come back next year though, hopefully. And this is my red, I love this, my red dogwood.
Oh yeah.
I actually bought this because I like doing sort of crafty things, and come the winter it should go really quite bright red, and I'm going to cut it all and use it. I'll probably keep it maybe a couple of feet tall.
Like it.
And then I think though these ones, if I'm thinking correctly, you have to kind of keep them, like keep cutting them to keep the bright colour. Otherwise they start to dull.
I have to say, I've never really noticed how red the actual...
Oh, they go more red than that.
Do they?
Yeah, they go bright red.
Really nice.
Like, that's a bit more... that wee bit there.
Yeah.
But they go really bright red. This bit here, I'm really not liking this too much. I feel like I'd like to maybe... I've got some more lupins that I've grown from seed. And the Rebecca, there's one tucked away in here actually. So it's getting more sun. So I'm thinking I'm going to move... This is all... I think that's Dianthus. That comes back every year, but I'm not that keen on that.
I quite like that.
But this is all mostly Veronica, which I absolutely love, but it's just taken over, and it only sort of blooms in the spring and then it's done, and it just kind of looks like that. So I'm thinking, if obviously I want to keep it because it is really pretty in the spring, but if I could maybe move the Rebecca over and maybe have another lupin so that there's some colour
Yeah.
at this time. Gladiolas there, something's been eating them, probably caterpillars. And this is the forget-me-nots. They're sort of done now, but I don't know if I should leave them in and they might come back next year. I'll have to look that up. And this is a skimmia. That gets like nice sort of clumps of red. That's really nice in the winter.
You can see kind of red on them.
Yeah, it was like red blooms, and then I think it goes to berries. And then there's a little, look, oh yeah, amaranthus down there, look, it's tiny. Yep. Hopefully that's going to get bigger. Everything has been so small this year.
I love those ones.
What ones?
Them.
Oh, that's pansies.
I really
I
love
bought
them.
them a wee back in the autumn, and it's took all this time for them to flower. Oh, so this is my favourite bit at the moment because we've just done this. Well, we've had plants in, but I changed the way the path went last year, but it's just been a dirt path, which has just looked a bit messy. So it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I asked for stepping stones. So I'll take you round.
I do love this, but this is my favourite bit as well, and it does look like Miyagi Do.
And you have to ignore down there, that's just like, that's a work in progress down there.
Yeah.
That's not finished. So this is Alchemilla, Lady's Mantle, and that comes back every year. That started off down near the lavender last year, but it didn't do very much, so I've moved it up here and it's looking amazing. I think that'll keep sort of expanding if it comes back. And another bleeding heart, which again went over now. That's really pretty though, because it actually does have little love heart flowers when it blooms.
Cute.
Some lilies, I can't remember what these are. I ordered them. They've been quite late to go in, so that's why they're probably so small. The purple sensationaliums, they're mostly done now.
I do like those when they flower, is that the word?
Gorgeous. And then I've got this Achillea, which I think it's yarrow is another name. So that should be bright yellow once it properly blooms.
What's that big one?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
That's a poppy. It was Pink Fizz poppies. That was grown from seed as well.
It's gorgeous. I
I
love that
know.
colour.
The only thing is, I mean, it's lasted not well, that one. Not bad, sorry, but the other ones, the minute the rain hit, they just, all the petals just fell off more or less straight away, which was annoying. And then, what about here? So I've got a green dogwood. It's called, I can never say it, Flavoramia. Cornus Flavoramia. And that should be nice and bright green. Well, it is just now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to grow much this year because that didn't, the red one didn't. It's only this year but then again I'd like to use it for just a bit of interest in the winter, so there's something going on. And then some foxgloves here that I've cut that off and I think it's going to flower again. Little begonias, which aren't doing too much. I really want to try and light this wee area up because it just looks, everything's dark and green.
They're so pretty though.
That's the foxgloves.
I really like them. Really like them.
They just self-seed everywhere. It's great. And this was my, I think it's Calamagrostis grass.
That'd be so nice in flower arrangements and
I've
stuff.
used it in some, it's really nice and it lasts really good as well, but I don't know, it looks like it's maybe starting to get seeds, so I maybe have to cut it because I don't think I want that going everywhere. Cotonia aster. This was a cutting that someone gave me and it's just, again I think just this year it's just started to fill in and get a bit bigger. It's a bit of an odd shape, but
Yeah, but that's nice.
yeah. It's meant to get berries, but I really don't think it gets.
Oh.
Going to kill myself there. I don't think it gets enough sun here. So.
Well, this bit never really gets too much sun.
It gets morning sun, comes for there, down, but then that doesn't last that long.
No.
This, well, that's like a wee cherry blossom, I think. I'm just going to keep training that up and try and make it into more of a like a lollipop style.
All right, okay.
So that's how it's just a bit scraggly just now. Cineraria is looking amazing.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's just taken over, which
That almost looks like, to me, that it's got like frost on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I had another one which was over there and I've moved it today so it's wilted. Hopefully it's going to come back. Probably wasn't the best weather to be moving things. Lilies again, although these don't look like they've got, there's only a couple of, in fact I don't even know if they'll do very much, but we'll leave them and see. Equinox, this I started last year.
Almost looks a wee bit thistle-like, that wee bit.
And it'll go blue. I think that one goes, it's either blue or silver. And then there's more here. That looks like that's starting as well. And then another one here. And then if you look here, there's loads of baby foxgloves all start, and they've just done that themselves.
Oh.
And that's a feverfew, which is quite daisy-like. It's really nice. Crocosmia, which don't have many flowers or anything at the moment. I actually divided them off of the one at the back border, so I don't know if they'll do very much this year at all. This clematis is probably looking the best it's ever looked. Loads of buds on it.
It really, this was the one I was excited for you to talk about at this
Oh, really?
bit. Yeah, because I was kind of hoping to get to it.
I got that from Morrison's for probably about £2, and last year it didn't do very much, and then it's just getting better. I need to get a proper trellis because it's sort of pinned under a bit of wood there off the fence, and there's a little climbing rose there which was a cutting, so hopefully that's going to do something.
I just noticed that those flowers match that cup.
I might have left my cup out here this morning.
Yep, that seems to be the
I
norm.
bet you any money, anybody watching this who is a gardener, I bet they're, well, maybe not.
Maybe they take their cups inside.
Yeah, maybe they're tidier than me. Right, what else? Flamingo, Salix flamingo.
That's so cool.
It is, it's really pretty. Again though, I'm thinking all these wee straggles, I think I'm going to cut these off and maybe keep the stronger one and try and train that up. Because I don't want things to be too bushy and then I can't plant round them.
No.
And then this is a foxglove. And again, calendula. These are all calendula seedlings. They've done that themselves from last year. There's wee campanula. You can't really see it very much. They're going to start flowering. Again, that just self sort of spreads. I've got some geums. This bit all here just looks a bit poor today because I've just planted it and moved everything. So there's geums here which should be quite orangey. So I've got
That'd be nice.
this lavender here which I'm hoping is going to sort of emulate what's happened with that one. I think it's a different kind, so I don't know.
I love how wild that bit looks.
Yeah.
I know I'm jumping ahead, but
I love it too. So hopefully if this gets about the same size, and probably get another one for in here, because I'd like it to be like a wee hedge.
yeah,
And then at the back I thought, because it's a purple with the orange, that would be really
nice.
quite nice. And then these lilies were yellow, so if they come back, that would be really nice. And the cineraria, I just put that in there because,
Really brightens it up though.
yeah, hopefully it'll,
Is that the white one that you're talking about? Yeah.
it's just had too much sun today. Phlox here, that's white, so that'll be quite tall. So it'll be the purple, the orange, and then hopefully the white at the back. And Anna,
Yes. Shout out to me.
this was for my birthday. It doesn't look so much the now, but this all starts to go really pale pink, and I think it goes quite big. So it's a hydrangea, Annabelle. What was it? The arborescence. Yeah.
Invincible or
Invincible
Spirit.
hydrangea. So that should be, well, it will be really pretty once it starts doing what it's meant to do.
Yep.
And then I've got a wee calendula.
Cute.
That's sown from seed as well. And this is a wee Rebecca in there from, that was one that I divided off. And these ones, taller ones, I think that's Lavatera. So they're nice pink flowers when they eventually come. It's just everything is so late this year. I'm sure last year when we did this, there was so much more that were actually in bloom. More cosmos at the back, so they should get quite tall, all going well. A stilby.
Love this.
I know, I think this is one of my favourites, and I'm going to get more because I think I was going to get more lavender, but I think I'm going to get another one of these and sort of at the end here,
Yes.
like a sort of stop.
That'd be nice.
And then this Achillea.
That's a really gorgeous
Said it was
colour.
going to be cerise, but that's not cerise.
I would say it's like pale pink, pale lilac.
Because
Maybe.
I had that over there because I thought it would be nice with all the brights, but now it's like that. I've moved it over here to the more, because I'd like this a bit softer looking. And the snapdragons, they've just came back from last year. They're all
They're so
tangled.
nice.
Snapdragons mixed in with lilies and a wee Achillea sort of supporting itself because that just got moved. So,
I like that.
and jasmine at the back. That's looking really good this year. Going to have to cut it. I like to keep it in tight into the wall.
Yeah.
These
These are-
Allium Christophii.
Another one of my favourites.
These were amazing.
They're huge.
I know, but the other ones at the other border, the Schubertii, they're like,
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, they're like fireworks. But I got a really good idea. I was watching two guys, perennial gardeners.
My slipper just fell off.
I wondered what you were doing. And they said about like, because this one over here had snapped, and they said like just put sort of cut it and stick it in. So that's what I've done. So it just looks like it's a wee short one.
Oh, wow.
And they said that once these all mature, this will turn into seeds, and they might self-seed.
Oh, cool.
And I've got lilies here, and more honesty. And this is a tiny wine, Physocarpus. Really like that.
I like that too.
And then this here, this is the Vanessa Bell, that creamy rose. I've had to cut everything off, that was just done. So hopefully it's going to come back, but it's looking a bit poor. This is the peony you got me.
Oh, is it?
Had really nice blooms off that, they were bright pink. And this is Sweet Rocket.
Love that.
And then Hesperus, I think, is the other name. And cornflower at the back. This is Amaranthus. Another Sweet Rocket. These are all asters that I grew earlier on. Amimajus, that side and that side. And this is the Sweet William that I was telling you about.
I love them.
Look at that one though, it looks like velvet. Wait, I'll move that. That's like velvet.
That's beautiful. It does actually, if you feel it, it will be like velvet.
Yeah. And then just in here, there's just nothing much has happened in here at all this year. It's a bit disappointing.
Maybe ones back there are nice though.
What ones?
The little...
These ones?
Yeah.
That's the Sweet William again.
Oh, right, okay.
And then that's that Liatris that I split from the one round the corner.
Uh-huh.
And that's Cosmos. I've already had a bloom on that. So hopefully we'll get some more. It's just... It seems like you get one bloom and then cut it off and then there's nothing for ages. So hopefully it'll start properly blooming the way it's supposed to. And there's some straw flowers in there from seed as well.
Very nice.
I think that's it for around here.
Oh.
And this is, look how amazing this is. Although that's the most blue that's ever been this year.
That's really
That's
pretty.
changing because look at this one. I wonder if the soil's changing maybe because over years or something. Because that's
I even like that
more,
with the yellow.
yeah, so that's definitely more blue
Yeah.
than purple. And then you've got this one here that's more
wow.
on the pink side. And it's all on one bush or shrub.
Yeah. That's done amazing, that one.
Yeah. I think though I'm going to have to think about maybe cutting off these bottom ones for next year. This is my Annabelle. Which
These are pretty.
they get massive and go pure white as well. And they've got a tendency to flop with the rain. But I'm hoping it won't be too bad because I've actually got just a wee support in there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. Physocarpus Dark Gold. Love that. I've been actually cutting for bouquets off of that, like for arrangements.
Nice.
I've got sunflowers at the back. Look at that, I love that one.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to have some more. Whereas this one, that was a sunburst, and this one is a pro cut, which is really pretty. I think these don't have pollen, which is apparently a good thing for like bouquets and that.
Oh, right, okay.
For like maybe not drop on furniture. But I think that's like a one and done. Like
Right.
once that flowers away, that's it. And then here, there's about 5 dahlias in here, so that one's coming on really well. It's got a little beastie on it, cut off. Dahlias, I don't know what kind they are, because I did label them, but I labelled them with a pen that wasn't waterproof. So
That's stupid.
I know. So it'll be a surprise. Look at this sunflower though. A slug must have nibbled it, and it's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads, and they all look like they're going to flower.
Nice.
And the calendula,
This is pretty, I love
that's really nice. And this is my lupin that I grew from seed. And look, it's getting a bloom.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really need to go out here and water them though. And there's up here, there's Rebecca. That's another one split for that one over there. And these are snapdragons looking a wee bit sad. Feverfew. And I grew the plurum, which was going to be my foliage for my bouquets, and look at the size of it. It's just never, look.
That's a poor bouquet.
That wouldn't even do a jam jar.
No.
So anyway, I think that's, and oh, the bunny tail grass.
Oh, I love
At the front.
these.
Sorry about that, look. The grass got cut and it just ended up on the border.
Oh, they're pretty though.
And then got raspberry plants here. Too. You know what, I've always wanted them, so I got them from Morrison's for about £2 or something.
Morrison's is quite good with their stuff, aren't they?
This is Orlea. That's really nice for flower arrangements.
Yeah.
But again, I lost most of them. I don't know what I did wrong. And these ones are snapdragons. And I think they're the Madam Butterfly ones, Anna.
Oh, like Brie Vandekamp.
Yes. And this is a miscanthus grass here that I grew last year from seed, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
Why?
I don't know. It needs to go in a bigger pot for definite. But I don't know if I want to give it that room.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's nice enough. So this is just the wee pebble pool area, which isn't on because someone has my extension wire plug.
Someone's had it for a long time and no one's ever came for it, so...
Yeah, and because like it's only just summer now.
Well...
I got a shot of it for a day, and the pebble pond was really nice.
It was.
Lilies at the front in the terracotta pot.
This one.
And look at that, see that dark one? That's a Physocarpus Diablo, and I got it for I think £3.89. So total bargain.
It's almost quite autumnal looking, this one.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Again, that's good for arrangements. This is some sort of limelight hydrangea. Again, I got it for, oh, did I not say it was about £2.50 or something?
Oh wow.
But something's been having a nibble, so don't know if it'll do very much this year.
So you've not been on slug patrol then?
Well, I have all the time.
I did get her a book on 50 ways to kill, or what was
Oh,
it?
but
Get rid of slugs?
Yeah, to kill them, but I don't want to kill them.
Yeah, but it's also like just to deter them.
Yeah.
Money wasted, money down the drain.
Jasmine, these were cuttings. So again, I'm
Nice.
trying to train these into lol, and I'm definitely not very good at topiary, as your dad would attest to. But I'm trying. This pot here, some marigolds round the edge, straw flowers, and this is a Nicotiana, which should be like a lime sort of greeny yellow. And this mess here, this is what are those wee ones? Ranunculus. I've pulled them out, and I'm going to have to like clean it all off and put the wee corms away.
Is that in our cup? My cup?
No.
No.
Anyway, moving on. These here, got 3, and I got a wee pot from, well, the 3 pots I got for 34p each from, I think it was Dobby's, and I was in another garden centre today, and they were £4.99 each. So,
Oh my god.
what, like £1.32 compared to £15.
Crazy.
So it just shows, and it looks amazing. Not that I know very much about it. I think that's some cypervermin, I don't know. Something like that. And over here, this is a bit of a guddle at the moment, because some of this, I know it's a bit much, but some of it will be going into the ground, but I just need to work out what and where.
Yeah.
So this is Agapanthus, which is starting to bloom. Last year it did nothing, so this is exciting, and then I think there's some more coming up. They're not flowering, but then hopefully next year we'll have maybe 5 or 6. My lettuce, which,
Oh, they're coming on well.
they're looking amazing, although they keep rooting into the ones below, and I don't think they're letting the other wee ones grow. And
Good though.
this here is echinacea that I grew last year from seed. So no flowers last year, but fingers crossed. And lobelia, the trailing one, I just love that. That's one of my favourites. And this was a cutting that I got off someone, and I've brought it on. That's a butterfly bush buddleia. So hopefully I'll need to get that potted on into something bigger. Cheers for that.
I was trying to keep my cool, but
It likes that nasturtium.
it really does.
This here, this is petunias, and these ones are night sky, and just the white ones. I thought that was a really nice mix.
I love those. They look like marble.
Yeah, but look at that one. I love that.
They're gorgeous.
But I think because they're in with the white, I think they're getting more white than purple. I don't know if that's possible. Lilies, that's a wee mixture, so there's like 2 tiny ones in that one, and then that big one up here.
Wow.
And then at the back in the grow bags, there's potatoes. So 1, 2, 3 bags of potatoes. This is another limelight that I got from Morrison's. I think it was about £8 that your dad actually bought me. And I've just surrounded that with some white petunias.
Pretty.
Hosta I've put in pots to try and keep them away from the slugs. Something's still eating them, but...
They suit the terracotta pots though. I like how they look in there.
And then these ones, I'm not as keen on these. They're lightning sky.
Oh, I love them.
Do you?
Yeah.
They've just went a bit skew with.
I like it.
And the white, I love the white ones.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
And then this one is
Stunning.
the Queen of Sweden, David Austin Rose. So it was a bare root this year, so I planted it in the winter, and that's it. You know, you just don't know what it's going to do.
Stunning.
It smells gorgeous. Yep. It's beautiful. And then this is a blue moon rose.
Blue moon.
That was a bare root as well. Looks like I can only see one bud on it, so we'll see what happens with that one. Some lupins at the front, they were from... Some lupins at the front, they were just from seed. And nasturtiums that I grew as well. And this is a wee mixture. There's amaranthus, sweet corn, and more marigolds. It's
That bee loves this area.
I know. There's so many flowers for it though.
True.
And the cornflowers, they're doing quite good.
Oh, they're
Sweet
gorgeous.
peas are doing rubbish this year. Like, there's not much in them. And over here, sweet corn and pumpkins. I think what I'm going to try and do is put wire once they start, if they start getting bigger, put wire here and maybe try and train them up vertically, so that it's not all over the garden.
Yeah.
What else?
What about the baskets or
These right, so that's a supertunia, but these random things are snapdragons that I thought last year it'd be a really good idea because they would drape down, but of course they reached for the sun, so they've got like elbows like that, and they've came back, and because they came back I couldn't bring myself to
get rid?
yeah. And I have been cutting on them and using them for some arrangements.
Well, that's
'Cause
good
I quite
then.
like, I know that they're meant to be perfect and things, but I quite like when they're a little bit.
I do as well. I think it looks more natural.
Yeah. And then, oh, another hydrangea, that's like a cerise pinky red. And these are balloon flowers. I need to deadhead them actually. And that's a verbena, which is, it needs another pot. And that's an echinacea. Again, not sure what that's going to do. On here, this is my wee table where I've got things that were just struggling. So this is a teddy bear sunflower. Actually, you bought me the seeds last year for that.
Oh, did I?
A tiny pansy,
Oh.
or viola. These were lavender cuttings, but that looks like it's on its way out, and
Yeah.
don't know about that. Echinacea. And this is the tiny vine from round the corner. That's a cutting. So that's looking really good. And some marigolds. And every time I end up cutting or accidentally breaking something, it gets put in that wee jar to keep it alive a wee bit. And there's some foxgloves that I've just self-seeded here. And then, so this bright diamond lilies, they
Wow.
just opened today.
Is that not just perfect?
I know, it's beautiful, eh? I'm a bit worried because it is leaning, but I think they're quite strong. I've actually got a brick against the... I've got a brick in it one way to weigh it down, and then a brick the opposite way.
Sorry, I just...
You're getting eaten.
There was that a big buzz in my ear.
And then there's... So I've got them, and then some alliums. I don't even know what they're going to be like. I can't remember.
They look funny.
Yeah, and these ones, I think this is the little drumstick ones. I must have planted about 15 and there's 2. But these are the big Schubertii.
Is that the purple ones? No.
Well, they were purple.
Right.
I'm going to try and get in and then put, like, so you can see, like...
Yeah, wow. It's huge.
I know. And the fern, that grows as a weed, really, at the side of the shed. But I love it, so I've dug it out and put
I
it in
like
here.
that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might put a wee one over there as well. But I've planted an Astilbe Vision in White at the back. That's the sort of wee jaggy sort of looking leaves.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a little Brunnera bare root in there as well. You can just see the wee sort of silver and green leaves. And that's a Forsythia. And then I've got these sunflowers.
Yep.
And cup and saucer vine on the fence. But I don't think we maybe get... And this is a cup and saucer vine going up here. But I don't know if we get enough sun to get them to flower.
These look really good though.
That's the sunflower. I think that's the sunburst ones again, so they'll get more again.
Yeah.
This is the Madame Butterfly snapdragons
Lovely.
and Lavatera or Lavatera, however people pronounce it, here. So that'll be nice, a wee burst of pink if we get that. Amy Magus, I've got one near, and one at the back. straw flower, look, it's got a bud.
Oh, yeah.
Wait until that opens, it sounds like paper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Another feverfew and another one here. I grew them from seed. These are marigolds, the African ones, so they're a bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
And the lime marmalade heuchera. And another, I can't remember what this heuchera is, I love that one. And that one at the back does amazing.
It looks beautiful.
And the hosta, I've put in a terracotta pot again to try and keep it away from slugs, but something is eating it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some hellebores in there, but I'm not sure about how I feel about them. Brunnera silver heart.
Love that.
Crocosmia at the back, which don't tend to flower because it's too shaded, but I just like that texture in there and the colour. The Liatris here, that was the one that I've managed to divide off the other plant as well. And I've got these wee blue grasses that are just tiny at the moment. I need to maybe put some nice new compost down so that everything stands out.
Yeah.
More,
Is that one of the wee blue grasses there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
more Veronica. And I think they're Coreopsis. These wee yellow and red ones. I love them.
Yeah, me too.
And it looks like there's loads of buds, so I just wish they would all burst open at one time.
I know. It'd be a huge pop of colour.
Yeah. And then another heuchera. There's a honeysuckle going up the tree. Weigela, which is amazing. I use that for arrangements as well. And that actually, I had it in an arrangement and it lasted for about 3 weeks. Just I kept changing the water and changing out the flowers. And there's just another bare root in there. See that silvery green, the Brunnera?
Yep.
That's Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, nice name.
Another hosta. There's some wee lilies in here at the back. And this is a hebe, which is lovely.
I like that.
And more of those wee ones that you like, the cineraria or dusty miller.
They're gorgeous.
And more wee pansies. And this here is a root. I need to, it might snap now the more it's drying out. I needed to get the saw. And actually look, there's some snapdragons just growing up through the Weigela. And that's from last year as well.
That looks nice though.
I know. If more would, but I think that's about it. And I think this is probably the end of the video.
Well, no, because you've got the wood here. You're not going to tell the story about how you got the wood to edge the path?
Well, I was driving to see your Uncle Brian last week, and I was driving past that big forest. It's like dark as anything. It's cool. Like you could make a horror movie there. And I saw that there was like loads of wee trees and that had fell down or been sawed down, and they were just at the edge. So your dad and I went back this week because I thought it would really be nice to just edge the path, because I want to keep it quite natural looking. And one of them though, if anyone's ever watched Little House on the Prairie, and there's an episode where Charles Ingalls is in a competition with the guy that calls himself the Bull of the Woods in a song contest, and I got a bit of wood and I'd sat on an old stump and I was trying to saw it so that we could get it in the car, and the stump was rotten, so it just collapsed. I collapsed on top of the saw, which luckily just bent, but it was so funny because just before it I was ready to say, oh look, I'm the Bull of the Woods. And then I collapsed on the saw.
I actually wish that you had got the chance to say it and then you fell. That would have been even better.
Yeah, definitely, but it was just, honestly, if the words had come out my mouth and then I'd have said it, it was just, but anyway, yeah, it was quite funny. But that's it, yeah. So edge the path with just little bits of wood that we've found. I mean, we're going to do it here as well, but just trying to do it and keep it all tidy. Like I feel like if I start trying to do too many jobs, it'll just all look a complete mess, and it's hard when you've only got quite a small garden to keep everything tidy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I really hope that everyone's enjoyed watching this carnage. And I'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll do a tour in a couple of weeks.
And make sure you subscribe.
If you could subscribe, that would be amazing.
Notification bell on.
And what else, Anna?
Engage in the video some way so YouTube pushes it out in the algorithm.
And maybe leave a nice comment.
A nice comment,
yeah. I always get nice comments though.
You
People
do.
are lovely. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much to the camera lady.
Yes, you've done a great job.
Bye.
Bye.